Memory, and welcome to my live reaction review of Kakegurui episode 2. So last week we played Yankee Rock with my sister, and this week I know it's some kind of card game. I mean, it used card in Yankee, but it was really like card, right? So let's see what's gonna happen. I hope that we get some more attention on the main character, because currently I don't understand if, it's 10 million anything for her, right? It doesn't matter if I lose that, and so on. So anyway, let's get right at it. It's quite late here, so it's really dark. There's some dark around me. Okay, it's no volume at all. There we go. Okay, it's super nice now when it's like it's not gambling it like that. That's super nice to him and so on. Unico, yeah, he also like 10 million right? One day I will return your money. He's like, oh, I don't care about money. That's not like that. I mean, there's no tension for it to lose. That's how I feel right now. Oh yeah, she's getting the bully thing married now. Yeah, she's getting completely old now. Yeah. She's like, oh, you poor person. Yeah, she's a dog now. Okay, I'll get this Mike or Mike. I don't get that at all, but okay. It's another name for dog now, suddenly. Okay, so it's like the lowest caste then, I suppose. Yeah, great art to determine now your sports. You're gambling a bit. I think we get that. Let me get that in this anime. Yeah, it's based around how good you are at gambling. So the psychedelic opening starts. Yeah, so okay, the opening. What scares me for this anime, if we care about it, is that I don't know. Maybe I don't even feel spoiled because it's not like there's not like there is enough sociological gambling animes. I only have a few ones that I really like, but the ones I do like Akagi and One House are really good, like really good, and they got me right away. For example, I actually rewatched One House with a friend because he's a big baseball fan, and I was like, you have to watch One House, it's like baseball, the best baseball anime. And just watching the first episode again, I was like, man, this is so good because it's not about, oh, he can play this. It's about like, oh, he has already won. Why? Well, because you're procrastinating. Because you're sitting here and thinking. So he knows that you are considering losing and winning. Because that you're also going to lose. Because he doesn't care about that. He knows that you're waiting for him to act. So you're hoping to mistake. And that's what I can definitely relate to. When I play competitive sports, I competitive games, and all that. That's what is very important. You can feel that your opponent is weak, right? It's not about saying that you're in the lead. You can feel that they're hesitating for that split second. You use that right. It's a very good scene. Even the first episode I was talking about that, like, well, Japanese culture usually makes you passive. You wait for your opponent, so you kind of too gentle. Right? That's why the main character can beat you easily because he's not gentle. So it's very interesting. You touch it right away. And I watched this anime that didn't close to that. I'm sorry to say, but this anime was really close to having one of those like really sociological, philosophical mode, like cultural modes. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong. Please disprove me right. Okay, so you get lip read. Why not really? That's like, yeah. Isn't that part of your skills? Yeah, obviously. It's all about gambling. She's a completely different person when she's not gambling. Yeah. The student can still record is that the ruling class of gamblers. House pets, yeah. Okay, so I guess the girls are called Mike then, yeah. Yeah, I got the media from her, so he's written his poetry. Still another Pucci, yeah. But why are the females called Mike? Isn't it also a male name? I guess she's the main villain, I suppose. I guess she's super good. Like, hey, you son, yeah. I guess you gamble your way to it. Yeah, I guess you gamble your way to president, right? She made it in one day. I guess I guess you have to climb up the gambling rank, right? Yeah, Russian roulette. Okay, she created the Pucci Mike system. She thinks that Mike is a female name, I suppose. Yeah, because she was paying everyone, I suppose, right? She is turned on now. She's like, oh yeah, gambling, awesome. Yes. She's like, oh yes, gambling, gambling. Oh, they gambled during lunchtime too. Oh, they gambled all the time. Oh, you can also buy yourself into it, of course, because you pay the money. But if she's good at gambling, why did she buy herself in? Well, I guess she's gonna lose now. Undefeated in card games. Not for long. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna gamble now. She's like, yes, I want to challenge. I wonder if she can gamble her out of her debt now. People just ignore her. Yeah, she's like, oh, I spilled this. She's like, there's no way she can beat her. She's a demon. Nice position there, of course. Okay, so we're gonna play them. This is important here. What they're actually playing. There's already a story, whatever. The important is what are they playing? How does it work? It's an interesting game. Okay. Just memory? Yeah, 52 times, yeah. Wait, it's gonna play memory? It's completely. Okay, so the simplest card game ever. Gonna just match two cards. And there's two of each. Sounds weird. I loan you money! Oh, I would never. With company card, or like, isn't it normal cards? Like normal, you know, a normal 52 card decks, right? I'm really making million selling that. I mean, probably someone is, but I mean, like. I guess she's branding her. But these people probably aren't people that go, you know, with spiral card. It seems awfully weird. Then yeah, the game is used memory. I guess you're gonna cheat somehow there, because otherwise, how is this fun? Okay, okay. And prove me wrong, because this looks completely boring. Yeah, the chances is like wait, 1 in 103 first time. Yeah, exactly. You said it there. After me, I'll genius. I gotta do my math. But I mean, yeah, this is super boring. Obviously, you can remember it. That's the problem to remember. The problem is that in the beginning, it's just so low chance, right? But yeah, remembering it is no problem. It's easy. Just the focus. I mean, yeah, and then you can remember it was. It's just memory. So yeah. Like I'm serious, guys. Is this gonna be episode gonna have a memory? Hopefully, someone has like a good sheet for this. Okay, they keep playing memory. They're both apparently pretty good at memory. Yeah, they're both really good at memory. Yeah, but like this is not impressive. This is like it's use 104 cards, and the more you play, the easier it is. I mean, we have to have one skill, memory. Yeah, the longer you play, easier it is, right? It's super easy. You need to play like more rules, so you can change the card location, so you can cheat to something. It's very uninteresting. But given the time frame, I guess they have time to play, and it's not a game's episode, right? So I guess they're gonna spice it up somehow. I guess you can shade it as long as you do it, yeah, so. Yeah. Obviously, you can cheat somehow, you can mark the cards, or she sorted out in different ways, so I mean, you can do many different cheats you can use here, but in the end, it's really easy doing a streak because there's so few cards left. It looks really good. Let's see if we get the rest of them. She's probably shocking her, like, let's do it again with more money. I'm trying to figure out what cheats could be, but it could be several different cheats. Use marketing cards as the easiest one. Okay, so she's talking about nails there. She could definitely be, using her nails to mark the cards. That's one thing done. Okay. But yeah, that's the thing right away. Using your nails to mark the cards, right? The easiest way to do it. The sorting. Okay, that's the human fingernails. Okay, that's when you have a lot of money. You collect human fingernails. Okay, now we're starting to get into the kind of candy territory. It's like, well, if you play with me for a finger, you can play, you get a million yens, I guess. Your eye for the money. If you put your fingernails. And it's like, yes, fingernails. With the character. But I think yeah, that can be that's obvious shit then. Use the fingernails to mark them. What about the sorting? I don't know my life that's easy. You know, if she was the one actually mixing. That's actually true there. She's the one actually selling. Man, that could be a very sting actually. She's the one selling the decks, right? She actually brought her family. Yeah, she's bringing her family decks, which means that she would actually know what order the cards are sorted in, right? Because they might have a set, order, right? If the decks, she mixes them. It's just if you mix this card like that, but that is that's a bad trade a lot of before my life. I used to work with computer gambling, but I've had that. And so that's a huge thing. She's the one bringing up the decks here, which makes it probably knows. I mean, that could be an easy way to cheat, right? You know the order of the deck. The deck is the random one actually in her homebrew deck, and she knows the order of how to put your cards, which will give her more information. That's my guess. That's probably what I should interpret this. I would bring my own decks there. I mean, she has the decks, right? Yeah. Because it's her cards, right? I mean, yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious. Like, I'm bringing the card decks that I am building, and maybe her fingernails. Yeah, it's like, okay, that was really boring. I asked her if she had sorted them and remember the order of it. But okay, fine. I mean, as I said, as I predicted, she's bringing the card decks. So obviously there's a sheet in that she has her own cards, like. It's like the only player with my dice sets, and I bring the dice sets. Like, oh yeah, oh surprisingly, I'll win with them. Yeah, it's. She probably has seen it too, of course, right? Yeah, the family's toy company. It's obvious that the family is cheating, right? It's like, oh, I brought my own toys and they work cards. Yeah. It's just like, oh, I've learned your keys for some reason, yeah. But I guess they have the same symbol that's lighting up right with the temperature on the same on the same you know pair, right? I mean, yeah, they have the same marking in both different decks, so they have the same. Yeah, if you can see it. She probably never gets a turn, right? Oh, that's lame. I hope this is gonna do the whole episode. Like, okay, you never get a turn. Was that just weirdly animated? Because I saw it doing two, and that's okay. Because she just put up all of them, 1 to 52, I guess, in order. Yeah, it's the same mark. Or was just act. Come on. Come on! Who's acting? Let's play more! But don't. But Isn't it plus minus 0 now though? She just got her money back, right? It's like she has actually beaten her. Okay, finally it's like, yeah, let's get the hand off. And toast, good. I'm adding toast too. I want to expand this this game here. Yes. It's quite a wicked character. She's so ridiculously tense. Oh my god, well, this is anime. This is half the anime. Seeing her can be ridiculously intense in this. Play me this card game. It's like, yeah, okay. I guess she's broken down completely now then. Hmm. There's no forgiveness in gambling. Yeah, it's like boring. Out of respect. That might be it. No, that's the class president. I don't think so. Actually, it's a white here, right? Yeah, she had Shiro here, right? There's someone else probably in the class. In the council, though. Yeah, like someone's telling the other ones. They all look, yes. They all look insane, right? They all have to look really insane. You can't be a normal person playing gambling. Yeah, some kid, of course. The Himaru-chan outfit. Yeah, some kind of glasses, smartest guy. Like, yeah. And there's a class rep with ice lips. I want to gamble more. It's too easy. It really was too easy though. Those are really bad battles, really bad. Okay, the traditional tea club or something. It's like this is just nice here. Okay. 50 million. The game is over. And so you see more money. I say sec. Can we do it, please? I just got the preview. If there is a preview. Okay, just a preview. Oh, I think it was pretty boring, to be honest. First of all, it was super. I mean, as soon as I realized that, and I read the manga, and I was like, of course, she's using her own deck. I was like, as soon as thinking that, even before she reached for the decks again, I was like, yeah, she's using her own deck. So that was very obvious. There was some kind of shit with that, right? You just figure that out, and it's just like, whatever. There's some pattern. And then I really didn't like it actually because it's like using her kind of ridiculous overpower of memorizing everything in 1 second, right? It's like, oh, but only up here for maximum so many minutes and she managed to see them all or something. It's like, I don't know. That's kind of ridiculous. But it probably already had the same sheet. It's probably because each deck probably has the same background extra detail, right? It shows different temperature and timing and so on, which means that every card, I mean, she would have to learn, like, okay, the twos always have this symbol and this symbol, right? So obviously each deck has the same sheet, right? So what is it would work and you have to do the memory parenting. So that's why she was falling into that. So if you learn, if you can also see the symbols, you can of course also win. Yeah, that's obvious. I don't know. I mean, it's like a really boring game like Memory. It's like there's not like if I was writing a gambling manga, I wouldn't be like, yeah, let's do it Memory. That's gonna be so exciting. And I have to say this: the thing I said, in my opinion, the thing I said at least was like, okay, let's hopefully it's like she stacked the deck stripes. It also say more. So then she then blends out. She has to remember where she puts all the cards. That would be a better sheet too, because the other person would have to figure out the order of the stack and also how you distribute them, right? So you would have to remember that yourself, which should make it more skill to have also do it and hard to also cash your sheet. So that's maybe way more interesting. You have to memorize how you shuffle out the first deck and the second deck, and you combine. Like I put the first one over there, first one over there, and you do that thing. Okay, other people could see it, but I guess yeah. But still, never feel like I'm a normal thing. This is like, oh, I have this high tech thing, and I don't know. I'd rather have them using, actual like normalized like things you actually could do in real life, right? It also means the main character can't be like, oh, I can memorize everything in just 1 millisecond. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna rewatch it a little quickly and do a review. So see you guys later and have a good day.